Honored guests, lend me your ears. Long has our fair Vermont suffered, without a true monarch to guide her and her people. Decades have passed since last His Majesty Erland sat atop the Draken throne. Long have we endured, yet it has not been for naught. At last, the bell has tolled on the age of the Consul. At last, we may celebrate the coming of our rightful ruler. The return of the Sovereign.
My word! Such an inspiring visage.
Your Majesty shall have my eternal fealty.
Your Majesty, oh, how long I have awaited this moment.
Behold, before you sits the rightful inheritor of the Draken throne, chosen by the dragon as its enemy. Behold and rejoice! Fortune has delivered us our savior at last! At last! Praise be, for only the Sovereign's guidance can lead us true. All hail the Sovereign! All hail! Let all present pledge their allegiance to the Sovereign. Let us be united in the hope that our liege's reign will ne'er end. Long live the Sovereign of Vermont! Long live the Sovereign!
Arisen, thou who wouldst slay the dragon, if thou seekest to behold this world in its true aspect, abandon thy reason. Cast aside thine heart and thy life both. I ask thee to demonstrate thy will, for naught but thine ambition can alter the course of the rivers of fate.
Now, which one of you was it? No need to be shy. I've just got to take down a record of your name and face. Come on, step forward. Is it you? No? Tis hard. If are you the one, then? Speak up, you good-for-nothing pawns. Which of you is it? Is it you? No? Ah, it must be you. You've got... Aha! I thought I recognized you. I ill like that look in your eyes. 'Tis queerly brazen for a pawn. Most of your kind have eyes blank as a cadaver's. Mayhap 'tis only natural, seeing as how you rise from the dead. There's aught different about you, though. Could it be that you fear death just as we mortal? Worry not, vessel. 3 days here, and you'll be longing for death's sweet embrace. Come along, you feckless dullards.
First, assess the field, even after a day of rest.
Not let a single shadow give up. I'd swear it. Let the Reaper claim me.
Get a move on!
Do your injuries pain you? Pray, do not overexert yourself. This is no place for one of your ilk. 'Tis harsh beyond measure. Even we pawns are pushed to the brink. You ought not anger the Overseer. Let us proceed to the site. I do not understand how 'tis they compel us. There is no arisen among the Overseers.
Mayhap I'll treat myself to getting home.
Time for you to get to work.
You are prepared to work. Then you ought begin by carrying stones out from the station in the back and bringing them here.
Not ruins your day, like getting cut open.
The vicinity is quite cluttered. Pray leap, or that post thing.
Mayhap I ought roll over and wait for the end.
A job well done. Now the next step is to... What is this commotion? Perhaps we ought to investigate.
I've never heard such nonsense.
You but fell that fiend, even at the cost of your lives! Get me out of here! Now!
Observe your foes carefully and attack as the situation demands. Shields offer weight and protection for attacks. Boulders, barrels, and the like can make effective weapons for level combatants. When delivering targeted strikes, I would recommend clinging to them.
Are you unharmed?
You ought flee while you can. After all, your charge awaits you. You cannot linger in this place forever. You have lost your memories. 'Tis surely the work of a foul curse, but worry not. You need only believe in your own destiny, Arisen.
God, son it. The accursed creature escaped. Oh, you! Get back here! Quickly!
This way, Arisen! Come this way. Let us flee.
Yes, John. It is the only path forward.
No one could survive a fall from this height. Not even a pawn. Don't just stand there! Shoot it down!
It's getting away! Bring it down! Bring it down!
Go now, lost soul. Learn all you can of this world you must protect.
Keep your distance, Arisen! Worry not for me. The brine may swallow me whole, but I will not perish. There is a stone not far from here, known as a rift stone. Pray, seek it out. If you're truly the Arisen, then our paths will surely cross again.
Oi! Are you all right? What happened here? A griffin appears one moment and falls the next. And now you stand before me. Was it you then? The one who was riding on its back? 'Tis a wonder you survived. Accompany me to the stronghold. We'll treat your... Where exactly is this jail? You say you escaped from? Never heard of such a place. There's certainly naught like that here in Vermont. Could it be you were held in the neighboring country of Batal? Nay, I suppose that's unlikely. We've been estranged from Batal ever since the war. It is difficult to imagine any citizen of Vermont being sent there. Fie! Goblins! Let's take up your weapons, sir. You'll be needing it. Where are you going? I'll not force you to receive treatment, but I'd at least like a word. If you find your strength lacking, imbibe a curative or have a bit of greenwash. When one of the fiends comes for you, best guard or dodge, else you'll be sore on the morrow. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about picking at their bones, that is. Have you beheld the dragon? I've not, and I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast e'er more fearsome than a griffin. One need only look to the miserable state of the village of Melons. Rid us of terror. There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about... Have you beheld the dragon as yet? I've not, and I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast e'er more fearsome than a griffin. One need only look to the miserable state of the village of Mel to see that. Can we hope the sovereign will rid us of ere long? Where do you think... When one of... There are oft items to be scavenged from the bodies of monsters and their ilk. If you're not squeamish about picking at their butt... Have you beheld a dragon? As yet. I've not, and I count that a blessing. All I know for sure is that 'tis a beast e'er more fearsome than a griffin. One need only look to the miserable state of the village of Mel to see that. Personally, Sovereign, riddance ere long.
Wipe you up when you die!
Dragon rears its ugly head. The Sovereign fears among the people and steps forth to challenge it. I dare say Vermund owes much of its prosperity to the sovereigns who have served it o'er time. Though, personally, I'm just glad to know we've got someone looking out for us.
Welcome, Arisen. We pawns have long awaited your arrival.
What is this? Pawns? They bend the knee to you so readily, but then... No. Surely you cannot be the Arisen.
You seek the Riftstone, do you not? We can take you to it. Pray, come this way. Before you stands a Riftstone. Tis a gate by which we of the Pawn Legion may cross o'er into this world. Pray, summon your pawn. Simply paint with your mind's eye the loyal attendant whom you would have serve you.
We pawns are travelers of not only this world, but myriad others with which we can connect. As your loyal pawn, my duty is to accompany you and use what I learn in these other realms till I shall be with you every step of the way. And I hope to put my knowledge and experiences to good use on your behalf.
Well, I'll be... a pawn summoning before my very eyes. You truly are the Arisen, then? Strange. I thought the Arisen was in the capital. Surely there's only meant to be one Arisen. Fie, this is all beyond my ken. The Watchhead would know what to do, I'm sure. Though, as luck would have it, he's away. I suppose we'll save any further questions till the Watchhead returns. You're free to do as you like afore then. What? You've no memories, you say? Mayhap you could make for Melve, then. 'Twas set upon by the dragon not long ago. The Arisen is said to bear some deep connection to the dragon. Should you be Arisen, mayhap you'll recall all...
Hail, Arisen. Pray, ask aught you wish to know. I shall answer, if 'tis within my power to do so. Nomads, we are oft called. Born in other worlds, we travel here by means of the rift stones that we might aid you. However, I cannot speak as to our true nature, for I know of it not. None of us do. We do not need to. We merely do as we are commanded. Riftstones are gates that connect this world to a multitude of others. By their power have we crossed into this world. And when our mission is done, by their power shall we return to our own. 'Tis the name given to fate's chosen, those destined to command the Pawn Legion and safeguard the world from even with your memories lost to you. I am afraid you cannot escape your fate. Very well. May fortune speed you on your way, Arisen.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support. If ever you've need of an ear to listen, you have but to ask.
nothing but trouble.
I'm dead on my feet.
Look, Master, a treasure chest.
Boy there, you seem well tired. Tell you what, you can stay here tonight free of charge. I'll expect coin from tomorrow, mind. My pa always used to say, there's naught a good night's sleep can't fix. Not much else I can offer, I'm afraid, but you'll find all sorts at a finer inn. Aye, being armed is better than being defenseless, even if you're untrained. Still, 'tis worth devoting yourself to a vocation if you can. Opens up, you should stop by the inn in Melve if you get the chance. No hard feelings if you prefer it. They've much more to offer.
There are worse things than turning in early, I must say.
A splendid accomplishment. You have honed your talents to new heights.
I endeavour to make the fullest use of my experience. I'm not tired in the least. I'm ready for any adventure you have in store, Arisen. Where to next, Arisen? I'm not sure I've any idea.
Very well. I shall lend you my aid. You do seem to be in need of it. Ah, good. I see the Arisen's found someone to handle our busy work.
I mustn't let the captain see my knees.
Fancy a gander?
Hail! You a soldier? 'Twould be a surprise to see you arrive in one piece if not. Hordes of monsters have been plaguing this area of late, you see. We've had to start sending out new recruits to cull them.
Is that so? Who went yonder?
Lachlan. But I dare say he'll fare all right.
Aye, I expect he will. Who was sent out that way, then?
Ocado. To be honest, sir, I'm a little worried for him.
What? Weren't harpies reported in that area? The lad can't handle those beasts on his own.
This is the first I'm hearing of it. Fie! I want to go to his aid, but we can't say. You seem stout of heart. Would you be willing to go in our stead? 'Tisn't far, only a short ways out from the main gate. You've my thanks. And Ocado's as well, I'm sure.
We must make haste if we are to arrive in time to assist.
I enjoy tackling fierce foes and prefer combat's thrills to gathering items. I am confident and may act independently. Where to next, Arisen?
Now there's a worthy prize.
If 'tis discipline your company lacks, I can provide.
You've my thanks. Anacardos.
Oh, I don't need this right now.
'Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
We ought to put it to good use.
I'd hasten home, but it's not my duty.
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
Shall we see if there's aught to be found while we're here?
It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
We have found a material.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
Best polish up my gear now.
I'd hasten home, were this not my duty. It's no easy thing, making a living as a soldier.
You've my thanks. Anacardos as well, I'm sure.
No sense letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early gripping gets the worm, as they say. wish me to return? At once, Master. Over so soon? Why? We seem to have come through...
Is that all of them? Yeah, you have my thanks. I do not believe for a moment I could have slain those creatures without your help. I've only just enlisted, and when I thought this could be the end of me, I was... You saved me this time, but I won't always be so fortunate. I'll have to train harder, till I have the confidence to face such beasts on my own. Well, I'd best be heading back, but I'll be sure to let my superiors know of your good deed. I hope we meet again someday.
Don't we have a report to make, Master?
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most.
Come to think of it, we're all of differing vocations, aren't we?
That is most fortuitous.
I see it as a glad thing. We are well poised to supplement each other's strengths.
Hail, friend! Many thanks for aiding Ricardo. 'Twas a relief to see him return, and none the worse for wear.
Aye, that it was. The poor sod might not have made it back alive had you not intervened.
'Twas a bit too early for him to be seeing actual combat. That much. We'll be extending his training period. The instructors here are well known for whipping recruits into shape with their grueling regime.
Speaking of training regimes, I must admit I've half a mind to ask you to join us. We could use someone with your experience.
I would have preferred not to have to fight so soon, but at least I know I am up to the challenge.
Try not to get hit. Let's not let him go to waste. Ah, like that. You are mighty indeed, Arisen.
Follow my example.
Not a bad idea.
Now then, which way?
What are we tarrying for? Onward, I say.
Perhaps this will seem of little consequence, but some masters rearrange their party at the drop of a hat. One such Arisen dismissed me after only half a day of service.
You've given me much to think about. There are rare materials to be found hereabouts.
Well spotted. Shall we see what we can find?
No more or less than what one might have expected.
We cannot expect gleaming treasures round every corner.
Behold the state of the village. 'Tis a sorry sight indeed. The dragon truly is calamity incarnate.
Pitiable the risen.
Well met. Go on, have a gander as you pass by. Pleasure doing business with.
It takes two to make a sale, and this seller had... nothing to tempt us with. Our funds are better spent elsewhere.
The Arisen is ever prudent in the application of coin.
Hast thou forgotten thy destiny? That is most unfortunate. But it doth not release thee from thy fate.
Can you hear me, sir? Sir, stay with me. Thank goodness. How are you feeling? This is the second time I've watched over you like this, isn't it? You do not remember? Then have you forgotten that you protected me from the dragon's flames? You withstood the fire in my stead and were well and truly charred. I had thought your life forfeit. I could not hear the beating of your heart. But you hung on and by some miracle survived. Arisen. I'm afraid I don't understand your meaning. Does it have aught to do with why you were taken to the castle? They said 'twas so that your wounds could be treated, though I fear you have no memory of...
I am of the Border Watch. Someone with Arisen-like abilities came to this village, pawn in tow. Know you aught of this?
Has he come for you? We are to part so soon, then. Mayhap you will visit me again someday. Till then, take care. Arisen.
Ah, excellent. You must be the one. You match my soldier's description. I'm glad I found you. The ruler of Vermont, currently convalescing in the capital, became arisen here in this very village. If you claim the same, then word must be borne to the capital. I dispatched a missive before coming here, though I doubt the matter can be settled without your presence. Would you be willing to accompany me to the capital? If you truly are arisen, you will be... Oh, but forgive me. I scattered my soldiers in a bid to find you. I would not depart without them. We shall have to wait till they are reassembled. Come to think of it, Sir Leonard was asking after you as well. Mayhap now would be a good time to speak with him. Last I saw, he was having a drink at the inn.
Shall we seek some answers?
Well met. You're the one who saved Ulrika's life, aren't you? She told me all about it. It was a very brave thing you did. I'm in your debt. Ulrika's as good as my daughter. Here, consider this a small token. Now, tell me, are you registered with a guild? Perhaps you already know this, but registering with a guild will grant you access to specialized training, which comes in very useful when... Well now, that won't do. You need only speak with the innkeeper to register. Go on, 'twill only take a moment. If there is aught you wish to know of vacations, mayhap I can advise you. 'Tis a vacation for those who seek to master the sword and shield. Fighters favor a balanced approach. Except I am a fighter myself, and should there come a time when you impress me with your prowess, I might be willing to impart unto you some of what I know. Naturally, it is a vocation for those who seek to master the bow, an exceptionally useful long range. At close range, however, a bow is nary more useful than a walking stick. Aye, the secret to being a successful archer is maintaining distance between you and your foes. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the mystical arts. Magic. Mages can cast a wide... However, the more powerful the spell, the longer one must spend incanting it. Thus, a mage is unlikely to last long on the field of battle without allies to protect them. 'Tis a vocation for those who seek to master the dagger. Such blades lack heft, though this grants them the advantage. Thieves favor light armor, which leaves them more vulnerable to attacks than those of other vocations. Their talents depend upon their finesse and ability to compensate for the length of their blade through sheer agility. Should you dedicate yourself to a vocation, you will find that new paths to master. Try them as you like. Very well. There is no wrong choice in any case. It is entirely up to you which vocation you adopt. But I shan't take up any more of your time.
A moment long awaited. I knew 'twas only a matter of time before your skills reached a new height.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of vocation for those who seek it. I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you need something?
Always a pleasure.
These writings could be of import.
Let's have a look then.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
So this is where you've been. Come with me to the village entrance. The Watchhead's waiting for you.
Who might have the answers we need? Should we ask around?
He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps his time away looking.
It's been a hard day. Ah, you've returned. Good timing, too. I have questions for you. First and foremost, will you accompany me to the capital? My thanks. Are you ready to depart, or do you need some time to prepare? Very well. Speak with me once you've finished your preparations.
Call on me if there's... Beg pardon, sir, but I'm on duty at present.
What do you think you're doing here?
Must we run everywhere? You are an impatient one, Arisen.
The other day, I espied an elf, of all things. Seems they've a village nearby. They ill-favor living alongside the people of other races, dwarves in particular. I understand their reluctance. They live several times longer than... Not to mention their tongue is a mystery to us. If you can't share a jest, sharing a village...
This is for you, Master. I thought it might come in useful. I have a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. Ready to tackle today's adventures of...
Some time passed. I encountered an elf in the forest across the river. He was tall, and rather handsome, I must say, but there was a coldness to the way he looked at me. Almost pitying-like. I tell you, whether we speak the same tongue or not, they shan't make any friends with that sort of demeanor. They're said to be an elven village someplace deep in the mountains. I can't imagine they'd welcome visitors.
What am I to do?
I see life as a journey, to be walked a day at a time.
An excellent find. The more of these we have on hand...
Yes? Is there something I can do?
Is that you, Norbert? Oh, fie. Wait, listen. Would you be willing to search for my brother? The brave fool said he was going to look for herbs and went off into the forest. I'd go and search for him myself, only... I'm not afraid of monsters, but 'twould hardly help anything if I were to run in there unprepared and get myself hurt now. So I thought, mayhap you'd go in my place. You look like you could manage those woods better than... Please, sir. I worry for my brother. Many thanks. Right. As for where I think he's gone, go into the forest and turn when you reach the tree with the bird's nest, keeping the cliff to your right. Ah, this won't work, will it? I could see the route in my mind's eye, but my feet know it better than I do. I don't think my brother and I are the only ones who use that path, to my knowledge. I suppose there's only one thing for... I'll have to show you the way. Just be alert. The monsters of the forest have changed since the dragon... I'll need you to watch over me, keep me safe. You will, won't you? Right. In we go, then.
We have been called upon to render aid. Let us make haste.
Wish I didn't have to work to earn my bread.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me once...
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
No harm in picking a few.
Seems naught ever goes right.
You're welcome to take whatever you like from my pack, Master. I'd gladly see you put what I find to good use.
This is a good spot. Let's stop here a moment. I've camped here with my brother many a time. No doubt he...
This seems a decent spot for a campsite. The sun climbs high. Is there aught this pawn might do for you?
Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught befall...
Would have me lead. Consider it done.
Follow me. We ought press on, lest aught...
Master! What about this little trap? I will protect you.
I'm not tired in the least. I'm ready for any adventure you have in store, Arisen. You are in good health, I trust?
Can anyone hear me? Please! I need help!
Makeup feels somewhat overdone, but no matter.
This one's ours, I've made no mistake. I'd thought I was done for.
Aye, 'twas a near thing. How are you feeling?
I think I'll be all right. But if you hadn't come for me,
Save your thanks, Norbert. I'm your brother. And I ought to have come sooner.
From where I'm standing, Anyway, I'm eager to be rid of this place. The sooner the better. I've got to deliver these medicinal herbs to the people who need them.
Aye, you'll hear no complaints from me.
Our duty is a worthy one, to escort our charge safely and intact.
What is it? Got a question about my training regime? Suppose that was an unlikely guess. None took to the training like you did. Hoping to enlist, then? No. I'd hoped to add you to our ranks. You'd seem like you'd be fit for battle, even if I were to call upon you on the morrow. Which is more than I can say for them. Apologies for assuming. We've had fewer folks looking to enlist of late, and I'm hungry for recruits. Many keep their distance on account of the instructor being a beastren. How very Vermundian. At the very least, I'd like to provide some decent training to the soldiers we have. Easier said than done, especially when the weapons we were promised have yet to arrive. It isn't like to boost their morale having rusted steel to train with. What I wouldn't give for some decent weapons and a soldier to act as an example. Someone with motivation to grow. That'd light a fire under them, I reckon. Mayhap you could aid us. I know 'tis much to ask of anyone, let alone a stranger, but what else am I to do? Much appreciated. We'd welcome what you can spare.
Sir Baron's request is quite understandable. Weaponry and motivated soldiers are the pillars of any military.
That's it!
Don't look down now.
Take care not to fall.
No room for carelessness.
Look, Master. A treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
I have a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy.
Should you have further need of a marksman, my bow is ever at your service.
Let us work together to honor the Arisen's trust. It was a glad thing to find Sir Norbert in good health. Shall we get him back to Milv? I know the way. Follow me. Well now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way.
Back at last. That was an ordeal.
Aye, I'm exhausted.
Good on you. Just take care, all right? You wonder why I don't follow him? So long as he stays away from that forest, he'll be fine on his own. When my brother told me he was going to fetch those herbs, I refused to join him. Said it was too dangerous, and I was right. But mayhap none of this would have happened. My brother is always the one taking the initiative. While I stand around with it, today's misadventure showed me that the path forward is the one with fewer regrets. Even we managed to save Norbert. And perhaps that's all that matters. Still, I can't help but wonder if I couldn't have spared him some of the pain and fear he suffered. If I'd only... So from now on, I'm going to trust in my own instincts. Ne'er again will I let fear stop me from doing what I know to be right.
Sir Ian was rather hard on himself, methinks. He saved his brother just as much as we did. Now Sir Gregor wants a word, eh? Hardly surprising. The Arisen's attentions are always in demand. Leave this to me, Master.
Twill ne'er get done if I stand around talking. Whate'er it is, I'll have to hear it and...
Good day, yes? Is there some...
I'm always willing to lend a helping.
Isn't easy keeping the pantry stocked these days.
What am I to do? Just let it end. I don't want to think anymore.
Oh, have you some business with the apothecary, sir? Dreadful sorrow.
Oh, no. I'm not lost or naught, sir. You needn't.
I'm an apothecary in training, you see. My family runs a little... So when I heard tell of a medicine only to be found in this village, I thought I'd come and fetch some for us. But, well, as luck would have it, I've not enough gold for the medicine. 'Twill be a shame to return empty-handed after coming all this way. But what more can I do? What? You do that? Suppose there's no harm in that. If you're really sure. Oh, seems my luck's not as rotten as I thought. I'll wait right here for your return, sir. And many thanks for your kindness.
We could make the fruit roborant ourselves, or simply purchase some at Rune's apothecary here in Melve. Of course! The answer was staring me right in the face.
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit roborant for me? Oh, well, if you do pick...
This ladder can take us to new heights. Perhaps new discoveries await us above.
Ah, well met. Here for some fruit roborant, are we? Always a pleasure.
What say we see this delivered?
Hello again, sir. Say, have you brought some fruit robberant for me? Oh, so this is what it looks like. Brilliant. Many thanks, sir. I haven't much to offer in return, but I'll be sure to tell Grandfather what you did for...
High-hearted, light as a feather after that exchange.
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
Aye, I'm well in... Well, you ought not strain yourself, not in your current state. Well, you ought not...
A treasure chest. I can hardly wait to open it.
Not all chests contain treasure, you know.
Some of us get complacent. I trained.
What a view. I'd not say no to a short repose hereabouts.
Perhaps we might take a moment to savour the scene.
That's just what I was thinking. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say, we collect as much as we can carry.
Well met. Looking to make a purchase?
Hope to see you again.
Nothing caught your eye? That's a shame.
I'm always willing to lend a helping.
I see life as a journey.
Well met, sir. How might I be of service? We're done for.
Or you needing me?
Over here.
Thanks, friend.
I'm in your debt, sir. And not just for saving my brother.
Whatever it is, I'll have to hear it another time.
If you want my advice, heed no ad...
Can't say I've any tidings to share.
We would fain hear your request.
You a traveller? Well, I used to be a sellsword, see? Time, if you're anything like me, once they'll be able to teach you a skill of incomparable power. If.
What brings you here? Aught you need of me?
Tis a ladder. Shall we see where it leads?
After you, Arisen.
Nothing to report, I'm afraid.
Well, you ought to not strain yourself. No.
This way, if you please.
How dare you!
This isn't right.
What am I supposed to...
This way, if you please, Master. 'Twas an eventful journey, but we made it here all right.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Very well. Speak with me.
I've a knack for gathering items, and am ever on the hunt for new finds. I'll gladly try out any useful mechanisms I espy. 'Tis about time we pressed on, wouldn't you say, Master? It pains me to say it, but I've nothing to share just now.
Make haste, then. We must leave anon. Good. Then let us be on our way.
Nice of you to say so.
I disposal.
You're well fond of picking things up, aren't you?
We've earned ourselves a pat on the back.
No doubt this triumph will spur...
Take this. It is something I found. I wanted you to have it.
I've a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map.
The Arisen is the lawful ruler of Vermund. So it has always been. Our kingdom sees many pretenders, and they are not dealt with lightly. Best hope you're not one of them. Regardless, do well not to invite my mistrust on our journey.
There's a novel idea. I've never seen my own master attempt such a feat.
Surely not. Wait to find out what's inside. This is an obstacle I'd sooner be rid of. Ranged attacks are my specialty, Master. Shall I assist? Sun descends. Arisen, you been home? And here I was, hoping for some great treasure. Now I feel a fool.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Are we all in the same boat? I'll wager I could make that shot. Be sure to aim true.
Our traits mesh well together. Each of us is suited to a different task.
We need only hone our skills, and in time we shall be indomitable.
I suppose 'tis so.
Oi, where do you think you're going? Our destination is the border checkpoint. Oi, where do you think you're...
I'll gather these now. It would be a shame to forget their location when we need them most. Alas, it would seem I've taken...
Hold here a moment. I shall bid them open the gate.
Who's that you've brought with you, Watchhead, sir?
An Arisen, by all appearances.
An Arisen? Another pretender, you mean? I see the Sovereign's ascension has done little to stop such charlatans from plying their trade.
'Tis uncertain. This one commands the loyalty of the pawns.
What? Impossible. You know as well as I do that there can be but one Arisen.
I'm well aware of how preposterous the idea is, thank you. However, as I do not believe it my place to rule on such a matter, I would make my report to the capital. If the claim is false, we will be rewarded handsomely for our trouble. If the claim is true, however... All's been arranged. Come, let us pass.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
An ox cart was meant to meet us, yet 'tis nowhere in sight. Aught may have befallen it. Best we...
Ah, a material. Useful things, these.
Different combinations of materials result in different creations.
Someone saw fit to camp here, it would seem. Night is a frightful time to be wandering about. Shall we rest here till daybreak? I could look upon this sky for all eternity, if 'twasn't for the crick in mine. Heck. Curious how a fine meal makes your eyelids heavy, but not your stomach.
Indeed. Surely we've time for a short kip ere we continue on our merry way.
Here in Vermont, pawns are revered as servants of the Arisen, but not so here in Batal. There, they believe that some divine flame will protect them and dispel the dragon, and that pawns embody misfortune. In that regard, our countries couldn't be more different.
Take this. It is something I found. I wanted you to have it. I'm all talked out, Master. Perhaps another time.
Is everyone all right? More marks of the dragon's fury. Its rampage must have...
I've got a good feeling about this one. I suppose I could use a motor faster. Goblins! See like what we've got this time. Are we all in the same boat?
Huzzah! What a team we make, Arisen!
Letting the enemy gain the upper hand. The early griffin gets the worm, as they say. compares to the thrill of victory? One cannot help but feel indomitable.
Well, I'm sure there's still room for improvement. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
I say, we collect as...
I dare say the cart shan't be traversing this. Onward! It might await us on the road ahead.
This spell will empower you with elemental magic. My magics are at your disposal. Pray, slow your feet. You are in need. I must serve. Not of a mind to fight today, Arisen?
Little does our foe realise how narrowly...
Strike with fire fury! Might there be aught over there?
Let us ponder how best to proceed.
At last, the moment I've been waiting for. Allow me to gather these up.
What's this? We're trapped. Fie! A Cyclops! To think we'd encounter one here of all places.
This torrent seems well suited to our purposes, if you ask me. Let us make use of this during battle. I've no doubt 'twill catch our foes unawares.
Misjudged you. I had taken you for another force arisen. Goodness, yet the value you showed in coming to our aid is dispelled. Give it to one of the sentinels stationed at the gates to the capital, and you'll be granted an audience with Captain Brand. You're free to make your own way to the capital now. I see no need to keep you under constant watch, and I'm sure you'll breathe a little easier as well. Of course, if you'd rather continue to accompany us, you are still welcome to join us on the ox cart. 'Tis your decision.
I thought you might like this, so I picked it up. Here you go.
I've a pressing duty to which I must attend.
Ah, here's the cart now. Do you intend to join us? Very well. Board the ox cart and we'll be off.
That ladder looks promising, but we'll have to drop it down from the front.
I'll carefully conserve my strength and endeavor to survive.
All told, I'm rather satisfied with my performance.
If we share our strengths, we can begin forming. If our destination is a distant one, travel by ox.
Take this. It is something I found. I wanted you to have it. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. I say we collect as much as we can carry.
Goblins! What rotten luck! We've need of your aid again, sir.
My magics are at your disposal.
Goblins, Master!
Shame I've no advantages this time. Are we all in the same boat?
Display of skill. I'm merely... Not a bad idea.
Seems we drove them off. You've my thanks for aiding us. Vernworth isn't far from here. Will you join us the rest of the way? All right. Into the ox cart, then.
I was informed of your coming, would-be arisen.
Captain Brandt, this individual summoned a pawn through a rift stone. Several witnesses can attest to it. Though I admit I had my doubts at first. It would seem this is no mere
This one's not a bad sort. Saved our hides on the way here.
As decreed by the great will of our world, there can only be one arisen. That arisen now resides within the palace. Indeed, he is ours. It follows, therefore, that this ruffian before us is naught but a pretender. You must submit to questioning. If you value your life, you will not I shall conduct the interrogation myself. Stand watch outside. I beg your forgiveness for my insolence, Your Majesty. If the Queen Regent had learned of your existence, I fear your life would have been in peril. I had no choice but to treat you as a pretender, lest my actions draw suspicion from watchful eyes. Then you have truly lost your memory? In that case, mayhap I ought to explain the situation. You, and no other, are the Sovereign. Some days past, you confronted the dragon in the village of Melv, whereupon you became... The people rejoiced, for our true liege had finally appeared, and in Ramon's long years of council rule. Yet, not all celebrated your coming. Your arrival would have robbed the Queen Regent Disa of everything. During the time of the previous council, she acted as a queen in her own right, ruling the palace as she saw fit. And just after the council's passing, when 'twas all but certain that her son would take his father's place, word reached the castle that the Arisen had been found. To Disa, Your Majesty's very existence is naught but an obstacle to her own family's continued prosperity. The assassination of the Arisen is an impossible feat for mortal hands. Thus, Disa chose to abduct Your Majesty while you recovered from your wounds, in order to rob you of your memory with a fell curse and sell you to Batal as a slave. Following that, she prepared a replacement to serve as the Sovereign. However, with Your Majesty returned, I shall devise some plans to further our cause. Pray, visit me a night in the tavern that we might discuss them. This one's cleared of all suspicion and has my permission to remain in the capital. You are to trouble the...
Pray forgive me, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Consign it! Get back here! You there! Did you see an urchin in a cap run past just now? Can you tell me which way he went? Many thanks. I'll catch that wretch yet.
You're a kind one, aren't you? 'Twould seem I am in your debt. In fact, there's aught I would ask of you if you've the time to spare.
Aha! There you are!
Oh, apologies, but our chat will have to wait. Till next...
Last night's scuffle.
This ladder can take us to new heights. After you, Arisen.
Welcome to the Star Drop Inn. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? Always a pleasure.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals. If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same. 'Twould seem the Queen Regent has made significant alterations to the chain of command.
Your Majesty, your timing is impeccable. 'Tis not a matter for prying ears. Pray.
Places such as this nourish the spirit.
Oh, what luck! 'Tis a chest! Not all chests contain treasure, you know. Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
Here to ask aught of me, are you?
Oh, what does this say? It couldn't hurt to take a peek.
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Forgive me, but I'm afraid what you see, and we cannot simply purchase more, so regrettably I cannot assist you. Let me see. What else can I tell you of our guild? Methinks Roderick will be able to tell. He runs the local arm. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Where ought we to begin our search? It seems Sir Roderick is the one to talk to. Shall we go and speak with him? Follow me, Master, if you would. I'll bring you to the one you seek. Well now, isn't this lucky? Someone who knows the way. Good. We're here.
Hoi, friend. Klaus, fair warning. From the tell of it, their lair lies some... Pray do be careful. If all... Losing my wares for good would make me sore. But no sack of gold can compare to a fellow life, eh?
It takes two to make a sale, and this cellar had nothing to tempt us with.
Yes? I possess no ill intent, I assure you. I merely wished for a closer look at these bows. Those of other races differ so in design from our own, you see. I cannot deny that's all 'tis, mind. Curiosity. And even if I did, it isn't as if I could purchase one. It would be no matter how they fascinate me. It isn't to be. You would simply give this to me? Oh, that is most generous. Fascinating. 'Tis not dissimilar from an elven bow in make, and yet 'tis unlike such as this bowstring. It looks quite the same, but the tension is altogether different. I suppose that... Why do you stare? Perhaps you find it absurd that I should marvel so at a bow not of elven make. I suppose I sought inspiration, for I confess I find myself rather lost. My aim has suffered of late, such that my wayward arrows simply... The timing could not be more unwelcome, as my skill with a bow is to be put on trial anon. Forgive me. I should not expect you to know of our ways. I speak of the trial of archery. Every elf undergoes this trial when they reach maturity. Till we succeed, we are not considered to have come of age. I have been training most diligently, yet my skills ne'er seem to take shape. Indeed, I fear my aim has only worsened with each new failing. I grew so vexed with myself that I sought to learn a foreign form of archery rather than master my own people's. Thanks to you, I now have the means to do so, though I dare say I shan't make any headway on my own. Say, would you... It might be just what I need to find my aim. Please, sir, you gifted me this bow. I have many thanks. But this is no place to practice. Would you be so kind as to meet me by the ruin? That's where I train, you see. I'll be able to concentrate on your display of bowmanship. I do hope you'll join me. For now, I shall bid you farewell.
The Goblin's lair lies somewhere along the western road. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know someone taught them a lesson at least. The Goblin's lair... I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind to know some... One taught them a lesson at least.
Right, just follow me.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory. You'll find only people and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, Misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Well then, son. Was I too quick for you, Master? Don't worry, I shall wait for you right here.
Welcome to Bjorn's armor, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Hope to see you again. Fancy a look at my web?
I thought you might like this, so I picked...
Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, hope to see you again. Fancy a look at my wares? Welcome to Bjorn's Armory, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early deaths. Many thanks. I appreciate the business.
This way, if you please.
anything?
How might I be of service?
Welcome to Bjorn's, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So... Before you check the price, just remember, many thanks. I appreciate the business.
Oh dear, I can hardly walk. I must be carrying over much. Would someone care to lend me a hand?
Well then, son, how might I be of service?
I've wares of every ilk.
Is it too much to hope for?
Right, just follow me.
It is dark enough to warrant the use of your lantern, Master.
I am attentive and loyal, and prefer to remain by your side. In battle, I shall follow your lead and prioritize support.
Just yonder. Looks to be a good spot for harvesting ingredients.
We could pick some now and use them when the need arises.
Undead, draw near!
The moment.
The Brits have been drenched.
monster's left us a parting gift. I'll see it safely into my pack, don't you worry. Over so soon? Why, we seem to have come through unscathed.
Overconfidence is an enemy of itself. Let's try to defend ourselves again.
I'll turn you into a pincushion! The creature's corpse will serve us well. Are you certain you can manage it? It is an awfully long shot. It is broken, and with it our path forward. We'll have to find another route. I am sorely disappointed.
Now, what might that be?
Let us ponder how best to proceed. I have a knack for gathering items and am ever on the hunt for new finds. We should begin by asking ourselves... This way, if you please. Can't wait to find out what's inside. Look, Master! Goblins!
A common reward. Frustratingly so.
We'll find a use for it, I'm sure.
With this, my magics are yours to wield. When it's hard, be sure to avoid open flames.
A new destination calls to you, I take it. Oh, say no more. I look forward to seeing where you take us. Perhaps the Arisoners recalled some more pressing business. Fret not. I'm sure we'll come back to this eventually. A flesh wound. I can handle that. Hold on, stay right there. The cavern's depths lie ahead. Onward? We'd best be prepared to make our own light before we proceed. Prod me if you must, Master, but I've nothing more to say.
Heed your senses. If aught feels out of place, pray, speak out should you notice aught amiss.
They're a useful... Well, ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager. I say we collect as much as we can carry. Be a shame to forget their location. When we need them most.
You're like to grow overburdened if you keep picking up every little trinket you find.
Destroy that explosive cask for us, Master. Shall I assist? Materials such as this can be combined to craft things.
I'm sure we'll find a purpose for it in due time.
Take this. It is something I found. I wanted you to have it. At any rate, looking around, it strikes me that we pawns are all... Don't we have a report to make, Master? Found an Archistaff and great sword both. What say we bring them to Sir Klaus? Leave this to me, Master. I'll bring you straight to the one you seek. The vanguard is yours. Lead on. Ready to tackle today's adventures, Arisen? I'm full of vim myself. Right, just follow me.
at your disposal.
The walls are too close for comfort here. Should we encounter trouble, we would be at a disadvantage.
Let us conclude our business and be quit of this place. There is naught to be gained from lingering.
Quick, down the flames!
Press on, or maybe go away. Hold on, stay right there.
I'm merely... place your feet. A sharp incline is as like to throw us off balance as it is our enemies.
That's quite a large boulder, but methinks we'll budge if we combine our strength. A firm push is what's needed here.
And I shall remain by your side. You watch where you're going. You'll hurt yourself. Where there's a way in, there's a way out. I knew we'd put that cave behind us.
No tale of adventure would be complete without a good cave. I knew it to be so.
I'll collect that. You needn't trouble yourself.
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it. That scrumptious. And I'm positively famished. I'd not say no to a bite myself. Ingredients are plentiful hereabouts. We can pick some now and use them when the need arises. We found an orchestra. What say we bring them to service?
Cyclops' armor is hard as rock. Our weapons sharp as we'll have to remove it or adjust our aim. Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your... are at your disposal. If we're to have any hope of victory, we must employ every tool and tactic at our disposal.
I am grateful to you, Arisen. We found an orchestra and a great sword both. What say we bring them to Sir Klaus? I'll bring you straight to the one. Lead on.
Quickly, Arisen. You must regain your footing. must have grown just as weary as we.
Ha! I don't stand a chance against us now. I shall lead the charge.
Master, watch out!
Try to tip the odds in our favour. Coming home!
I'll not decline! All together now! We attack the wall! All lead the charge!
We would not. Of course, the fight would have been lost without you, Arisen. There are useful ingredients to be gathered here.
Goblins, master!
Shame I've no advantage against this bow. Are we all in the same boat? The spell will empower you with elemental magic.
Master, I'm not sure how much longer I can keep going without rest.
You're not the only one. I'm on my last legs.
As I recall, we have another matter to attend to in this domain.
Shall we head there now? 'Twould save us having to make the trip again. 'Twould be a wasted opportunity not to make our delivery while we're here.
We ought to make the delivery now, lest it should end up lost or misplaced.
That's just what I was thinking. I've heard some interesting tidings about town.
Say, you've got a decent arm on you. And no need to be humble. Just the other day, I watched you Pray, sir, teach me to I'm after an instructor, see? But the ones in this city are cravens all. The sort that decided to teach to avoid the battlefield. If I'm to grow stronger, I need to learn from someone who's seen actual battle. A real warrior, such as yourself. Won't you give me a chance? And this Baron fellow. He's a real... I suppose you wouldn't recommend him if he wasn't. And after all, I've seen your prowess. I'm inclined to trust your judgment. Many thanks, sir. Methinks I'll seek out this Baron and see what he can teach me.
How convenient. We've already got what we require.
Oh, what does this say?
A thorough perusal might... Apologies, Master, but I can't guide you there from our current location. We've found an Archistaff and great sword both. What say we bring them to Sir Klaus? Say no more, Master. I know just where to find this person, and will guide you there post-haste. The vanguard is yours. Lead on. Our road was a long one, but here we are at last.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Oh-ho! You have... Most excellent. You may now change your vocation to sorcerer, if it pleases you, sir. However, if you wish to register as a warrior... Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? You may now change your vote. What's more, I beg la...
That's that, then.
Have you business with the guild, sir? I should be glad to assist you.
Always a pleasure.
Look, it's been long as you need.
Your current vocation is ill-suited to... wielding a bowmaster.
I knew it to be so. It seems you've somewhere else in mind you'd rather go. If you've no need of my guidance, by all means, lead the way. Perhaps the Arisen has recalled some more pressing business. Fret not, I'm sure...
Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to start you off? What a delight. Welcome to the Star Drop-In. We serve all manner of fine ales here. Shall I pour you a cup to...
As I informed you when last we spoke, the palace is filled with the Queen. Should Deesa denounce your majesty as a false Arisen, few would elect to doubt her. Yet if we are to prove your identity, I believe there is no occasion more suitable than the coronation. It was delayed so that the central players in the court ought all be in attendance. It would be a fine opportunity to display your majesty's power. None would be able to deny that you are the true Arisen then. There is a problem, however. Only select members of the nobility and citizens who have contributed greatly to Vermont's continued prosperity will be granted entry. If your majesty is to be counted among them, you will need to attend to a number of tasks. Pray, allow me to summarize them for you. The citizenry have called upon my soldiers to cull monsters that plague the land. I dare say, what say you? I thank you, your majesty. There are 3 locales. The first is Trevo Mine, to the northwest. We've had reports of goblins. Next is Half Village, west of Burnworth. I believe soldiers have already been dispatched to cull an infestation of Saurians there. Finally, there is a call for someone to locate a group of soldiers tasked with delivering freight. There will...
Off we go then. There are beasts to be slain.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen your majesty's claim as a true Arisen. You will need to infiltrate the palace to gather evidence of Deesa's misdeeds. I hesitate to ask something so dangerous of you. I have attempted to do the same through my own channels for now. Though, would that I could undertake the task myself, but my station prohibits me from reckless action. What say you, your majesty? I shall ensure that the door to the Queen Regent's office is open between midnight and...
Peruse at your left.
Oh dear, I can hardly walk. I must be carrying over much. Would someone care to lend me a hand?